So it wasn't announced at Unpacked with the Galaxy Note 9 or the Galaxy Watch, but nevertheless, here's the new Galaxy Tab S4. Now Samsung has sent it to us with the seals broken, but we think it's all good inside. So let's have a look. So we've got Samsung's modern black box, which we're pretty used to now with the quite nice shiny Tab S4 logo there. And inside we've got the tablet all wrapped up in its nice little slightly silky bag. And let's have a look inside. We can just slide it out nice and easily. There's the device itself. Now it looks pretty much like the Tab S3 from last year, but you'll notice mainly that the buttons are gone from the bottom. So we're talking slimmer bezels around the screen, which means a bigger screen in a device that's basically the same size. But largely, it looks, and feels the same as last year's Tab S3. So we've got glass back, the usual things in the usual places: the quad speakers, USB-C, headphone, all that kind of thing. So let's switch it on and get going. So also in the box we've got this little quick start guide with a few bits and pieces in there, and there's also, unusually for a tablet, a SIM removal tool, because this model comes with 4G LTE connectivity, so you can put a SIM card in there just like you would with your phone, so that's going to come in handy. We've also got Samsung's usual adaptive fast charger with its handy little flip out pin, and that's got the usual USB-A to USB-C cable, plain white, fairly decent length compared to some, so that's going to get you some fairly decent fast charging for your Tab S4. And it also comes with the S Pen stylus, as you would expect from a high-end Samsung device. Now it looks a little bit different to some of the other Galaxy devices, so it's a lot chunkier, bigger than the one that comes with the Note 9, because this doesn't actually slot in to the tablet anywhere. There's actually nowhere to keep it, but it's perhaps a bit easier to grip and a bit nicer for when you're using it day to day. Now if you do get one of the covers that are optional extras for the Tab S4, it is magnetic and will slot onto the side, I believe, on one of them, and on the keyboard case it has a little sort of sheath to slot it into. Now the last thing in the box is this little bag, which inside, if I can get it open, is a slightly strange pair of tweezers, which you will need to use to get the tip out. You'll use it to get the tip out of the S Pen, if I can actually do it, like that. And then in the bag there's a few spares, so there's 2 white and 3 black. So if you find this tip breaks at all, you can use these tweezers to put a new one in, just like that. So we've finished unboxing. It's just cardboard. Looks like there's more stuff in there, but there isn't. We've finished unboxing, so let's set up the tablet itself. So we've got a fairly standard setup process, so you can change the language and location if you need to. It's already set to English UK for us. Now you can insert a SIM card now if you are going to use one, otherwise you can just connect to some Wi-Fi, so we'll just do that for now. I was waiting for it to do something, but it was done. So now we're just agreeing to terms and conditions like you'll do on any smartphone or tablet. So you've got to agree to the end user license agreement. I don't think you actually have to agree to the diagnostic data and marketing information if you don't want. Yep, we can carry on without those. It's just going to do a few checks, and then we're probably going to have to sign into a Google account, so let's do that. So now we've got a choice of various different security options, so we can set up intelligent scan, which is a combination of face and iris recognition together using the front-facing camera. We can just set up one of those, so we can just go for face or just iris if you want, or we can set up a PIN, pattern or password. Now there's no fingerprint scanner on the Tab S4 because the home button is now gone and Samsung's decided not to move it to the back, so you are stuck with those options. For now we're just going to go with the, actually yeah, we'll set up intelligent scan because obviously that's the most interesting one, and see what that looks like. So we need to set up a backup, which we're going to choose as a PIN. You can choose whether or not to require the PIN when you turn the device on. As usual, we're going to go for 1, 2, 3, 4, but don't do that if this is your actual device. So now there's a big disclaimer about using intelligent scan. So we need to keep the precautions in mind, to protect your eyes, keep at least 20 centimeters away from the screen. Don't attach unofficial screen protectors. The LED may not turn off when you're very close to it, so basically just don't look at the scanning tech up there too closely. Don't use it with children. There's various other things about being dizzy and things like that, so if you do feel sick or anything using it, maybe switch it off. So now we're going to set this up. So if it says if you wear glasses, put them on, because it's going to want to know that you wear glasses. So now I'm just getting it into the right place for my face. Now I need to take off my glasses to carry on. Try and still read what it says on the screen. So now it's registered my face and my irises. Oh no, it's just done my face, now it's doing my irises. I couldn't register my irises, let's try one more time. Sometimes you have to look a bit crazy. Let's try it one more time. No, it doesn't like that. We'll try again later, see how you get on. So we'll just cancel that for now. Google Assistant, yeah, we're going to want to switch that on and choose whether you want to back up to drive, all the usual stuff, location, send system data. We're fine with all of that, but you can switch those off if you feel the need. Now Samsung obviously wants us to install loads of its own apps, so its own browser, calculator, email. Some of those things could come in handy, especially smart things. If you've got other Samsung devices around your home, that's a good app for controlling them these days. Everything's all in that one app, which is pretty handy. We're just going to go OK on all of those and see whether we want to uninstall any later. Now you can sign into a Samsung account for various other features. Samsung Cloud, Bixby, which is their version of Google Assistant, Find My Mobile, Samsung Pass, everything like that. We're just going to skip that for now. It won't actually show you anything different during setup. And even if you skip it, you can do it later. And now it's just prompting us that things like extended battery life is already switched on, protection for your data in a secure folder is also on, and the font size is set to small, screen zoom to medium. You can change those if you want, otherwise we are all done and the tablet's ready to use. Now obviously this is rival for the iPad Pro 10.5 because they've both got the same screen size But really what you want to do, same as the iPad, is buy the keyboard dock. So you can see these 4 little metal contacts on the bottom. That's the pogo pin connector. So when you slot it into the keyboard, it's going to connect to it automatically, and you've got a laptop-like experience. You know, Samsung is saying this is going to replace your laptop. We're not so sure yet, but if you don't mind that type of experience and you don't want an iPad, this could be quite a good option. So there's the Galaxy Tab S4 all unboxed and set up.